What is this little limp? Someone tame this beast. Hey guys, so we're down to the nitty gritty, the last few days before Christmas, and as someone who works in retail, and I'm sure a lot of my fellow retail workers will agree with me on some of these points, I decided that today's video was going to be hopefully short. I'm going to keep it short, I promise. Some tips and advice and maybe a little bit of pet peeves that retail workers go through, and tips for you guys who are doing your last minute shopping, which shame on y'all for waiting to the last minute. Y'all knew since November 1st that Christmas was coming. I mean, some stores, hell, y'all knew before Halloween was even over that Christmas was coming, so shame on y'all. But I know things get hectic and sometimes you can't get things until the last minute. I, for one, didn't do my Christmas shopping until this past weekend because I ain't had no money. I work in retail. What do you expect? But today we're going to sit down and just talk about some things. Y'all ready? My first thing, and this is just a pet peeve of mine, I don't know, you retail workers, let me know down in the comments below if you agree, but I can't stand it when customers come into the store and they are all sympathetic and, oh, I'm sorry you have to work on the holidays. It sucks that you have to work on the holidays. Do not remind us that we're working. Yes, we know it sucks, but you know what? The fact that you're in the store telling us that it sucks is the entire reason why we have to work. If you're that sorry, don't go into the store on that day. I mean, don't give the corporation a reason to want to be open. If nobody comes in, guess what? They're not going to make no money, so they're not going to want to pay us, so we'll be closed. Just think about that. My next thing is the people who come in and they are expecting, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of deals going on, but they expect to get better deals, or they think you're trying to cheat them out of a deal. This is, I'm talking from experience recently. I got so annoyed at this customer. At our store, we're having a sale on toys. You buy one toy, $10 and up, and get the next toy, $10 and up, half off. Buy one, get one, half off. $10 toys and up. This guy wanted a $10 toy and a $5 toy, and he wanted to get the $5 toy at half off because it was at equal or lesser value than the $10 toy. So his reasoning was because it was less than the $10 toy, he should have still got it half off. But that's not how it works. The equal or lesser is if you get a $20 toy and a $10 toy, the $10 toy is going to be the one to get the half off. That's how it works. But you know, he wanted to get that extra, save that extra $2.50, whatever. This one lady, this is kind of getting into a story time. Don't worry, I won't go too far off topic. But some of our products, we have signs, like big rectangle signs of the dollar amount, and this one lady decided she was going to take a sign off of one thing and put it on the other and try to get this big old painting for $6. I'm like, no ma'am, I was just over there and I know that sign was there because I put it there, so that's not gonna work. But you know, you can't actually say, I know you switched those signs, so you gotta say, oh, someone must have switched that sign just a second ago because that wasn't there. And this is how you can usually tell that they're trying to get you, is because they don't fight for it. If someone had really thought that the $20 product, which you know actually had a $20 sticker this big on the product, was $6, they would at least try to fight you. She was like, oh, okay, and then she walked out the door. I mean, really? And last year there was another customer that my manager had just put some toys on the top shelves that some were half off and some weren't, or they were clearance, really. Some were clearance and some weren't, and she had literally just come off the ladder from fixing that, and then some customer came in. I wonder if it was the same customer. I don't think so, but this one customer I'm telling you about has done it several times. Comes in and peels off a little clearance sticker and sticks it on this and wants it at that price. And my manager was like, no, I literally just did that and that was not there. And she was all, but it was on there, so I should get it. So my manager said, well, I'm gonna go check the video and see who did it, because that wasn't like that 5 minutes ago. And the lady was like, oh, okay. And she left because she knew she was the one that did it. You know what I mean? Don't do that. It's already crazy. And you know, I know these scammers or whatever you want to call them know that we're mad busy during Christmas. So they try to get one over on you because they don't think you're paying attention. But lo and behold, most of the time, I mean, sometimes things slip. It happens. But most of the time, we are paying attention. And, you know, that's what we get paid for. You trying to get that cheaper deal is taking money out of our pockets. Store opens at, we're going to go at 8 a.m. I'm not going to tell you if that's what time my store opens or not. But the store opens at 8 a.m. Don't come in at 8:05, buy a pack of candy and trying to hand me $100 bill and then get mad because I can't break it. Do you not know that these little retail stores, I don't know about like big Walmart or anything, because they have people that come through every so often to take pickup money, but these resale stores with a couple cash registers, we don't keep that much money in our drawers. So when you give us $100 bill for $2.38, that's taking $97 and some change. I'm not going to do that math. $97 out of our register. And if we say we have $100 in our drawer, that's taking all of our money. So don't come in and do that and then get mad when we say we can't break it. Oh, you have to bust it. No, ma'am. We don't. You know, and this one I was going to save for last because this is the big one. But I don't even know if I can think of anything because this is the one that's sticking in my head. When you come into a store and you come in the store with children, watch your damn children. I don't know how many times I've seen people come into the store to go shopping with 4, 5, 6, I don't know, little kids, like under the age of 10, like not even under the age of 10, under the age of 8, 5, 6, sometimes 4 years old, and they walk in the door and they just stop paying attention to their children whatsoever. And the kids are gone wild, pulling things off the shelf, playing with toys, breaking stuff. And the parents, they're just pushing their buggy, not paying no attention. The other day, this lady was standing at the counter, trying to get a deal, of course. And her little 3-year-old kid walks out the door. Just walks out. I'm like, ma'am, your kid just walked out. And she starts freaking out and getting mad. If he was watching your child, he wouldn't have walked out the door. I mean, and this is not just turning your head for a second and the kid running off. That happens. Kids are crazy. That's why you're supposed to watch them. No, this kid was messing with stuff for like 5 minutes without her paying no attention, inching his way closer to the door before he took off running. There ain't no excuse for that. She was not watching her kid. And, you know, that's how kids get stolen. Just blows my mind. Like I said, it's one thing if you take your eyes off your kids for a couple minutes to reach down and pick something up, or to reach in your purse to get something, or something like that. Couple minutes, I mean, things happen. They can run off and do something crazy, but then you realize they're doing it and you stop them. No, not some of these parents. This wasn't around the holidays, but this is something that is related. It was earlier this year. Someone had their kid in the store. They weren't watching them. They were on this side of the store, and the kid was on this side of the store, and he busted a can of that silly putty stuff all over the floor. And then this older lady comes walking in, steps on it, and falls. Guess who's responsible for it? Us, even though it was your kid that did it because you weren't watching it. Watch your kids, please. That is if you want to give me something for Christmas, if you're sorry that we have to work around the holidays, watch your kids. That's all we ask for. Another thing, last minute shopping. There's going to be lines. Don't get mad at the cashier because you got to wait in line a little bit. It's not our fault. These things are to be expected. People are going to be wanting to buy multiple things. Big buggies full of things. The cash register is going to decide it's tired and it's going to freeze up a little bit. People are going to have to dig for extra money. It happens. It is not the cashier's fault. So don't stand back and behind these people huffing and puffing. That's not going to make us go any faster. If anything, it's going to make us go slower. But, you didn't hear that from me. But don't blame the cashier because you got to wait in line a little bit. That's what happens when you wait to the last minute to go Christmas shopping. It happens. Sorry. Okay, I got time for one more because I said I wasn't going to make this long. Christmas shopping. There's a lot of things to pick and choose from. Here's one. And this is it a pet peeve? I don't know. Things get crazy. The shop gets full. There's no time for cashiers to run around and fix things. When you're shopping and you pick something up off the shelf to look at it and you decide that you don't want it, you picked it up from here and you're standing there looking at it, don't put it way over here. Please. Put it back where you got it or close to where you got it. Or if you don't remember where you got it, we don't care when you come up to the register and be like, oh, I don't want this. We don't really care. I mean, we have to put it back at the end of the night or whatever. But when you're going through the store and you're picking one thing up from over here and putting it over here, or my favorite, taking something out of the coolers, like lunch meat or something, and turning around and setting it on the shelf because you don't want it, so it goes bad. Don't do that. Especially don't do that, be guilty of doing that, and then complain that the store is getting messy. Hello? We're stuck at the cash registers. We can't go and clean up while we got a line full of people, and you're going to sit there and move everything around. Of course it's going to get messy. But if you pick something up from one spot and put it close to the same spot, or if you knock stuff over and pick it back up, don't just knock it over and be like, oh, that's their job to clean that up. Yes, technically it is our job, but if you made a mess, you ain't even gotta fix it like perfectly neat on the shelf or anything. Just pick it up off the floor. The other day, I sat there while there was like 5 or 6 people in my checkout line, and it was earlier in the morning, so I was by myself. I sat right there and watched a lady pick a bottle of perfume. We had like a little box of dollar perfume and lotion sets. Pick one up, knock the whole thing over, look down, and just keep right on walking. So there are little pouches of perfume lotion sets all over the floor. So now I've got to try to hope no one steps on it and falls. Try to hurry up and get these people checked out so I can run over and pick it up. And how hard it would have been to bend over, scoop it up, and just set them back on the shelf. Like I said, you don't even got to put it in the same spot. Just get it off the floor, please. I'm getting really whiny in this video, but that's how we feel during the holidays. If you work in retail, you know the pain. Share in the comments below because I know there is a lot of things that I did not mention because my brain is like, whoo. So share in the comments some of the things that bother you that you wish people would take into consideration. Your pet peeves, because I want to feel your pain. I mean, I do feel your pain, but we can commiserate, is that the word? We can wallow in our self-pity together. Let's get through this together. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. As always, subscribe to my channel. I don't know how often I put out videos. I haven't quite figured it out. Going to be more consistent. That's the word. I was going to say something else, but that's the word. A little more consistent. Subscribe so you know when they are. Give this video a thumbs up because I know 80% of y'all feel my pain. I know it. There's that. There's always that. 3%. I'm gonna, not even 3. There's always that 1% of people that ruin it for everybody. So, yeah, I know my percentages did not add up, whatever. But give me a thumbs up anyway. Subscribe to my channel. And have a Merry Christmas.